Well, hey, welcome everybody to this narrated video of the Llangollen Railway. Apologies it's taken so long for me to actually do a heritage line so close to me, because it's only about an hour and a half away, but for some reason I've just been busy, swept up, touring the world, well, touring the country, seeing lots of other railway lines. But here we are at Llangollen in Wales, and it's genuinely really not far from me, about an hour and a half. This is the beautiful station terminus they have in Llangollen town, right by the river. I think it's the River Dee. I always get that one and the River Wye mixed up, but I think the River Wye is in the Peak District. I think that's the River Dee. I think so. But just look at this. I mean, what a beautiful station. Such a lovely sweeping curve to it. So I thought, right, I'll go take a look at the other side. So, lovely little gift shop, lovely little cafe. So just quickly up these steps. And then just as I was coming out onto the top, there's people there. Right, well I won't get them on camera, it's a bit rude. I'll be polite. So just look at that, what a shot. How beautiful would it be to model this? Such a fantastic river. Doesn't look very deep, but it's certainly very dynamic. And a bit later on we saw people rafting down there as well, well, kayaking. They were in dinghies of some sort. Trainers are nice and clean at this point, but they don't last clean for very long. It doesn't last long. So you're actually like on a bit of an overhang there. You'll see when you're on the other side of the bridge. So that's looking back across at the platform. That's where I literally just was, just a moment ago. We had missed the 10:40 train, so we thought, well, we'll get some shots of the station anyway, and then maybe go for something to eat and drink, bit of breakfast, before coming back and catching the something past 1 train. Just look at that house up there, tucked into the side of the mountain. I mean, just look at that. It's like something from Switzerland. Incredible scenery. And then I caught a sight of this. What a magnificent heron. But he was camera shy. So, well, no. And wow, what a beautiful church as well. I mean, I'm not a religious person, but I think they would make fantastic homes. Can you imagine the acoustics to your surround sound system? And that's the corn mill there. Fantastic food and drink. It wasn't open at the time. I think it opened later that afternoon. I just had to get a shot of that really old-fashioned luggage. Look at that. And the water is dripping from the water tower as well. So I'm just making my way up the platform, waiting for the train to come in basically. We'd gone and had breakfast by this point. So the train is just moments away. It's an R.G.E locomotive in BR livery. It's a 51XX, I think. Magnificent. So compact, yet powerful. It's like a Fiesta ST. Or a Corsa VXR or something. Just really, really nice and plenty of power for this train, and what beautiful coaches as well. Lots of lovely chocolate and cream coaches, and then a maroon coach on the back. So they're just uncoupling from the train, so the locomotive can run around the train and couple on again up at the front after taking on some water. I mean, even at this point, you could feel the heat. You could smell the oil. I so wish I could bring that to you. Get working on that, YouTube. It's fantastic how it goes into this tiny little head shunt sort of area. I mean, they have just this tiny little bit of track before it stops completely, and they use that to run around the train with, basically. It's amazing. Watch for the points, watch for the points. There we go. The signal will have changed as well. I'm not going to narrate too much on this video. I did put it out onto Twitter and Facebook whether you'd like me to narrate it or not, and people overwhelmingly said that they want it to be narrated, but a few people said no, so I should just go easy, basically. So I'm back up on the footbridge at this point, and you get a pretty good shot there of the locomotive taking on water. You also get to see the coaches, and just look how beautiful they are. The whole place just screams GWR, doesn't it? Just a quick shot of people getting on board. But not me. Not yet. I'm always one of the last people to get on. I'm too busy watching that guy over there tie up the water hose. The, what do you call that? Can't think. What do you think of that locomotive, folks? Isn't that just beautiful? Really nice. And then here we are. I love the doors at the ends of the coaches. So I'm just going to get into position now, ready for the coupling up. Okay. It's quite cool really, because there weren't that many people there and the weather was really mixed, so it meant that the whole line was pretty quiet. Yeah, the guy doing the grounds maintenance, I think he could have waited just a moment. but what can you do? Wow, look at that. Okay, so I'm finally on board. I've got a nice spot right in the very front coach, just behind the loco. Hey, oh, who's this? I think he's probably important. Yeah, so this is where I was just basically stood in the coach at the front, and then I noticed just how dirty everywhere was. Just look at all the grime on my trainers already. Look at that. But don't worry, I was very careful. I was very careful to make sure that I kept my feet away from any of the timber, any of the wood, any of the furnishings. All I've been doing was walking around the station for an hour, well, maybe an hour, and yeah, you get filthy just doing that. Just listen to that engine. And I love, look at the weathering there, weathering detail on the roof of the, on the bridge, on the front side of the bridge there. The face of all that brickwork had been defaced, hadn't it, by the smoke, the soot. A very important tip there for weathering. Making your model layout that little bit more realistic. It's duly noted. I shall definitely be doing that myself. Oh, she's really going now. So this is several minutes later, and she's really, really motoring. I mean, we've built up some pretty good speed now. Just look at the scenery, folks. Hills and mountains and rivers everywhere. It's honestly like some giant playground. I love Wales, I really do. About to cross the River Dee, I think. I'm pretty sure. And then time for a little bit of footage looking the other way. Well, I'll just take this opportunity as we pull into Berwyn station to tell you a little bit of history about the line. It's 10 miles long, it's standard gauge, so that's 4 foot 8.5 inches. It was opened in 1862, so it's getting on a bit. I mean, there were countries in the world that hadn't even got trains by 1862, but here we had a line in Llangollen stretching all the way to the coast in 1862. Incredible. So here we go, we've pulled into the first stop, which is Berwyn, so Berwyn Tunnel is coming up. And then a few moments later, yep, all clear, ready to go. And you can see some railway enthusiasts up on the pavement there. I think they were using their cars. I think they were following the locomotive the whole route, but using the road. So yeah, in 1877 it was absorbed into the GWR, which, as we know, is a fantastic railway. Definitely not a bad thing. But then the bad news was it was closed in 1964. Here we go, this is Berwyn Tunnel. So I try to get as much footage as I can, and then Now I know you can't see anything, but just listen. Okay, we're nearly out. Here we go. There we go. Everyone can breathe again. Literally. Oh, wow. Magnificent countryside, isn't it? But yeah, as I was saying, the whole thing was closed in 1964. And then preservation started in 1975. And it took quite a few years for them to basically get the track back, open up section by section. It was definitely a demanding project, and you know, we owe our gratitude, our thanks to literally hundreds, if not thousands, of people over the decades who have helped to restore the line to what it is today. Pulling into another station here, just a bit further up the line. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Seriously, I'm not. It's Glyn something. But every time I try to pronounce something, I always get it wrong. And I just end up upsetting people or making a fool of myself. It's just not worth it. Watch this. How cool is that? I love it. They do use a token system, as is evident, for safety. But on this particular day, only one train was running, so it wasn't majorly important. It was literally just this one locomotive all day. Thought I'd do something different. I thought I'd get footage looking backwards as we pull out of the station. I don't hold the camcorder there for very long though, because I can't see what's coming up, and it's really, really dangerous. Some of the foliage, some of the bushes and trees come right up to the coaches, and then even some of the line side stuff like that signal and tunnels and bridges and things, they get dangerously close. I just wanted to get a shot of this as well. Look at the snaking effect of the coaches. Watch. See that? See how, look, how you can look right down the train now, and then ever so slowly but surely it veers off to the right. Just a brief shot of Charles there. That's the guy who gives us a tour of the signal box later on. Really nice chap. Look at the snaking the coaches. Okay, so here we are pulling into Carrog station. Now the last time I was at the Llangollen, this was the terminus. This was as far as you could go. End of the line, folks. But in 2014, they actually finished an extension all the way up to Corwyn, and then built a temporary station there called Corwyn. Oh God, what's it called? I think it's Corwyn East. So yeah, there's the sign for Carrog. As I say, this used to be the, end of the line. And we do stop here to take a few extra people on. But then, what's really cool is the train does run up a bit further as well. So I took this opportunity to jump out and actually make my way right down, all the way down to the back of the train. That guy was like, sorry. It's alright. It's the same guy. So for at least a couple of miles, probably nearly 3 miles, the train continues now up to the new temporary station. You're not allowed to get off there. You stay in the coaches, but and then it pushes it back down again. So here we are, a little bit further up, and I'm so glad they've extended it because the scenery is just spectacular. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. It really is. I'm so thankful to everything that they've done. I mean, it's just beautiful, honestly. I love it. But by this point, my eyes were covered in soot. Like, bloodshot eyes. It was really stinging. And I thought, right, let's try and get a shot from somewhere else. Okay, here we go. You can see my eye there and how poorly it is. I got some soot caught in it. So we're back at Carrog, and Charles is going to take over and give us a tour of the signal box. Look at this. This is great. Thank you so much.
No problem at all.
Look at that.
The first job is to put all of the signals apart from number 5 back to danger. Number 5 is that one there.
Okay, so how come all of them are apart from number 5?
Number 5, the engine is currently sat in front of number 5.
Ah, right.
And it's got to draw past it
Yep.
into that section there. We'll know that it's in section B because that one will show track occupied and that will show track clear.
I shall tidy up and shorten all the sequences and editing, just like an Apple advert.
Sequences shortened.
Look at that.
That means I can drop number 5. I can change the points then, 15 and 16. So I need to release it. table top. Got that in. 80. That's it, more or less.
Brilliant. Round of applause, yeah.
Thanks so much. Best time things.
Wasn't that fantastic? And this is back at Berwyn Tunnel again, but on the return trip. Just thought it was really atmospheric. So there we go, folks. That's it. That's your lot. Wasn't Charles just... Sorry, wasn't Charles just fantastic? He really was. He got us into the signal box at Llangollen as well, incidentally, where he was just as apt, just as professional. He really knew his stuff, and so thankful for getting access to those signal boxes. So the train is pulling out now for its last service of the day. There's something past 3 o'clock one, I think. Fantastic line, stunning scenery, a beautiful selection of locomotives, dedicated staff, an army of volunteers. Yeah, it's definitely go. If you haven't been, look into it, go check it out. Really is genuinely beautiful. Fantastic little shop as well, selling model trains, badges, books, lots of lovely little cafes everywhere. Perfect day.